On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
I'm just asking the question at this point, because I'm conceding a little bit. If you wear something that's not natural to who you are and it doesn't come from you, does that mean you don't like yourself or whatever that is you're trying to cover up with what you're doing?
And I'm telling you, not necessarily.
Okay. So why are you covering it up?
The same reason you line up your beard.
It's okay. So
how is that different? You're doing something to make something look different than it looks naturally.
The beard is natural. The beard is naturally grown from him. It's his. That's what I think he's trying to say.
That's
okay.
It.
How is it different though?
To me, and this is just like I said, I think difference. Everybody had different perspectives. To me, it seems like a costume. Just being honest. To me, it seems like a costume.
So, like, do you think Courtney's hair is a costume?
Well, I'm not here to judge Courtney, and I'm not.
But you're here to judge just other random women that are. But I do understand that life happens, and if you have been separated from a person for a long time, sometimes divorces may take a while. Whatever, I don't know. But I think it just, ideally, yes, all of that should be completely finalized before you do anything or even think about dating. But I wouldn't necessarily say somebody's like a bad person if they're in the divorce process and they've been separated for years and all of this and they're dating someone.
Okay. Anybody want to follow up on that one?
I don't understand the idea behind separation either. I really don't. What is separation? What does that mean for y'all? Like, what do you get out of that?
It seems like just viewing it, because I'm not married, but just viewing it, it seems like I need some time apart. Maybe it's been too hectic and under the same roof. So let's start from square one. In some marriages, they start to date each other all over again, and from separate houses to try to get back because it's so chaotic or certain things happen. So they take a separation to evaluate their lives, or sometimes women need to go to counseling in the middle of what happened in the marriage. Sometimes men do.
But isn't it like a legal separation? Isn't it something that what do you
want me to read the definition?
I want to answer the question. When you get a chance.
Yeah, read it for me, Kay.
Okay. So it says separation, an arrangement whereby a husband and wife live apart from each other while remaining married, either by mutual consent, often in a written agreement, or by judicial decree. The act of carrying out such an arrangement, also termed separation from bed and board, and then it gets into a bunch of legal stuff, the status of a husband and wife having begun such an arrangement, or the judgment or contract that brought about that arrangement.
Okay, so let me summarize it. So it's like a legal
term.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So let me summarize it, and y'all cut me a little bit of rope, but see if if this resonates with y'all too. A separation is an opportunity for people to be apart but still have the same benefits that come along with being married. You get the pension, you get the healthcare coverage, you get all of these other different things, but you don't have to actually be in the same house with the person. Am I off? With the possibility of staying married, if you guys decide to stay married without having to go through the marriage process again. That's kind of my summary of what it is that you just read.
Can I answer the question, please?
Go ahead, Amir.
I wanted to say, like, when it comes down, the question. I didn't even remember it. It's should you wait until the divorce process is final? I wanted to say I've seen that American divorces can last very long, years, in fact. So, is there a separation between your religious marriage and your legal marriage in this country? Because religiously, we can divorce like at the drop of a dime, but legally, we can still be married and still be waiting for that to finish. So in my opinion, if you properly separate it religiously, I think you should be able to do what you please, even if you're not legally by the government standards on paper divorced.
Why?
But if you have religiously already divorced.
Shouldn't everything be aligned though?
But it's that's what I was asking you. Does that matter in America or no?
I think everything
No,
should
it
be a line.
Yeah, it matters. That sounds like a line a man will use on a woman. You know, I'm not married to her in the church.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, it's legal. Like, we ain't really together biblically.
I think that everything
Like,
should be
no,
a line.
I need you separated totally.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah, I think you should wait until it's, but you know, American divorces take forever, so I don't know.
We definitely
All
appreciate
billboard
that.
$2.99.
Yeah, we appreciate all that. That's good talk, y'all. Good talk. We got the phone lines open up, and of course, we already got people waiting already. Make sure you guys get them likes up right now. Also, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate all the super chats, all the support.
But as far as twerking and stuff like that, I don't understand why people so hung up on that. I don't understand, and I don't know. But I'm 35. I don't know if that's a younger guy thing or whatever. But you know, seeing a woman twerk, I don't think it's respectable, to be honest with you. And I mean, a woman twerking, it's not going to be something that I'm attracted to. But that's because I know what I am attracted to. You know what I mean? I have a clear understanding of what I want my woman to look like, you know. And a lot of brothers, one question I would, you know, I think brothers should ask is, do I want my daughter to grow up and be like this woman that I'm attracted to? You got to consider that as well. Like when you're approaching women, a lot of times you're approaching women, you're trying to knock them down. You have totally different intentions. And you know, I'm from the hood as well, bro. Like a lot of my partners, man, they chase a chick, she fine or whatever like that, but they never look at her qualities on the inside. You know, they never get past the exterior, man, and it puts a lot of brothers in trouble. So that's that point. The weave thing, it kind of goes right in line with the twerking thing. I understand women wear extensions and all that kind of stuff, but in my head, when I sit back and I look and I peep what's going on, when I see women with weave and all of this makeup on and stuff like that, in my mind, it makes me feel or think that they are not happy with themselves. You know what I mean? Like, why are you not happy with yourself? Why do you have to put on? And when you say it like what it actually is, why do you have to wear the makeup? Why do you have to wear someone else's hair? You know, I've even had those arguments with women as well, where they're like, "Oh, this is my hair. I bought it." Okay, that's ridiculous. You know, like,
are you unhappy with your beard?
Am I unhappy with it? Nah, I'm trying to improve it. That's why I get on here and ask these brothers.
Okay, so like, right. So if a woman wants to improve something,
but I'm not gonna go to the beauty salon, buy some hair, and glue it to my face. That's not happening.
But
like,
do you understand that there's a difference in terms of what people are like conditioned to be accepting of? Way more women wear makeup, let's say, or straighten their hair or get a weave or whatever, than men go buy a new beard. So we gotta think about the fact that the reason people do what they do is because of marketing.
Oh, trust me, I completely understand marketing, but that doesn't mean that you're not gonna bring that to that person's attention. You know what I mean? You're gonna chop it up with him. You're gonna explain. Just like if I see a young brother walking down the street and his pants is sagging and he looking a certain type of way, if I have a relationship with him, and that's one of the things I talk to brothers about as well, you know, you can't have influence without relationship. But you know, like as far as wearing weave, my main question is, why are you wearing it? What is it? Why it doesn't come out of you naturally? To me, that seems like you're not confident with who you are.
The same reason you might ask JR with like a lush beard, how did he get his beard the way he got it?
No, I don't think
it's the same thing.
I don't think it's the same.
How not?
Because my beard comes out, it's a natural thing. It's
okay, but you can't get a JR beard genetically, clearly.
But look, if I can't get a JR beard,
no,
I mean, let's rock with that. Let's rock with that.
I'm not trying to say it like that, but I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Trust me, I'm cool.
Okay.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, if I can't get a JR beard, I'm gonna cut it. That's it, and it's done. It's about you being confident in who you are as a person. Everybody has insecurities. I'm not saying that it's not normal to have insecurities.
What are you insecure about?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's for my therapist. I go to therapy twice a month.
That's amazing. You know what? I'm glad.
Yeah.
That's
no, awesome. But that's okay. It's cool. It's real cool. But like I was saying, you gotta ask yourself questions like, why am I doing certain things?
If you can't talk about what you're insecure about, then maybe you shouldn't be worried about what other people that you don't know are or are not insecure about.
It's not necessarily a worry though. It's not necessarily.
Maybe you shouldn't even speak on it. You won't even speak on your own.
What do you mean by that?
You just said that's for me and my therapist. Meanwhile, you're talking about they must be insecure. Don't worry about them. That's for them and their therapist.
Nah. The point that I'm trying to make is when you're looking at a woman, what you're looking at her for. I lined it up with twerking. I also lined it up with the way that she styles her hair. Those things are visual things that you can look at, and it tells you about a person. I don't care. I mean, anytime you walk into a room, people are gonna break you down visually. Okay.
But projecting insecurity onto them is your own thing. Just because somebody has a weave doesn't mean they're insecure.
What does it mean?
They might just like that hairstyle. Some people wear weave sometimes, and some people wear afro puff. Some people wear braids or short hair. That doesn't mean insecurity. You're projecting something onto people based on what you think. Maybe you said you see a therapist twice a month.
Yeah.
Maybe explore that, and no shame in that.
I completely understand where you're coming from on that. 100%. Anybody can be wrong at any point. I understand.
It's not about wrong. I mean, we're just talking.
We are.
Yeah.
My main point is, if it comes from you, why do you want to wear somebody else's hair? I don't understand it. And I'm not saying that.
Let me say something about this too.
Can somebody?
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I kind of wanted to chime in too, because, I don't see anything wrong with a woman that just wants to put in a sew in here and there just for some fun, because I want my hair longer than usual. Women, every culture of women do that. I don't see anything wrong with playing with hair color. It's our hair. Every culture of women plays with hair color. It's the essence of, am I ever going to see the real you? Is this what you just continuously want to do year in, year out, where the gentleman
forever,
and your hair is molding because you're not taking care of your hair. You keep putting this fake stuff on. You don't have any edges because of the braids are too tight. So the essence is sometimes it's fun. Women like to change it up. Makeup is fun. It's just, are you going to continuously do it day in and day out where I don't even know what you look like as a man and I've been with you for years? What does your real hair look like? 2 years ago, I cut my hair. I had me a Tony Braxton haircut because I wanted to do something different, and I shaved my whole head. I was over that in about 2 months. So I got braids. My hair was braided up for a year and a half so my hair can grow out because it was a weird phase. It was looking odd. So I kept my hair braided. It wasn't because I was insecure with myself. I just kept it braided because it was easier for me to have my hair grow. And now my hair has grown out. So now I can take my braids out. So now you see me. So people have weaves and braids. It's fun. It's just, the duration of it. When am I going to see you? And it's not necessarily insecurities. Women like to be dressed different. Sometimes we straighten our hair, curl it, have a puff, have the frizzies. Makeup, lipstick, sometimes pink, sometimes red. Sometimes I might want to do a dark maroon. It's fun for us. And it's not insecurities. It's just we're women and that's what we like to do. Makeup, hair. That's what we feel like it's being feminine when we do all that and do our nails.
Okay. I mean, I'm not the arguing type, so I'm definitely open to what you guys are saying. Mm-hmm. I'm taking it in. I'm not a woman. So that perspective, I'm not going to have that. That's something I'm not going to come to the table with. I understand it, but I'm telling you from my perspective, that's it. I'm not persecuting anybody, but just from my perspective, it doesn't make any sense to me. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Well, listen when women are talking.
Hey.
You know the difficult part about this conversation is that the conversation was based off of what men want. That was the question.
Well, he was talking about women being insecure, and we were talking about that.
He did.
Somehow, some way, it always comes back to justification as to why you do it. But that's not the question. And if the question was, how do we justify why women do what it is that we do so we can get a better understanding, then we can go down that path. But when we're actually having a conversation based off of what men want, you can't tell us what we want because you've never been a man.
Nobody
So
said
you
what
also
people want.
wait, hold on. So you also have to extend a level of grace, and also have to have the perspective that is you have to be okay with being wrong and learning something new, in the same way that Ken has extended that same courtesy and saying that, hey, I'm open to hearing what you got to say. I never hear you say that and say I'm open to the possibility that men may think differently than I'm saying that they're thinking according to this conversation. You got to come into it with an open mind, the same way that you expect other people to, and you can't project the insecurities by changing the narrative and moving the goalposts.
Men can want whatever they want, which I said earlier. Some men want this, some men want that. That's fine. But to say that women who wear weaves or wear straightened hair are insecure is not correct. And I was just speaking on that. So he didn't say some men want hair that's not straightened or not dyed or whatever, and some men want straightened dyed hair or with a weave or whatever. He didn't come in talking about that. He straight up said that women who wear certain things are insecure.
He said
I
he
was just
thinks
addressing that.
but
Okay, well, I
open
was
to
telling
be
him
wrong.
that his thought was wrong.
Yeah, I'm not
But
gonna.
it's
Come.
not wrong, because then you speaking for all women and saying that
I'm not speaking for
every
all
woman.
women.
You
I'm not
are,
speaking
because
no, I'm not.
wait.
I'm
One of the
saying
things that
that
you do,
you
Kay,
cannot
regularly.
say that women
One of the
in
things that you
general.
do, Kay, regularly,
No.
is you say
Why
don't
is it getting
speak
darker
for
and
all
darker,
women,
Anton?
or because I'm chilling and I'm vibing. But one of the things that
I'm
you
not
say
speaking for all
regularly
women.
is that, okay, well then stop trying to say that he's wrong, because
He's
there
wrong
are some
because
women.
he made a
There are
generalization.
some women.
Yes, there are
some women.
There are some.
Just because you overtalk me don't change the facts.
No,
There are some women that
I'm
do
agreeing
it
with
through
you.
because of. Okay, then why didn't you acknowledge that when he said it?
Because he said women who do this. He didn't say there are some women who are insecure and some who just want to. He did an umbrella. Women who do this are this way, and women, whatever. That's incorrect.
That's not
Now,
true.
there are some women who may feel insecure and may do this or that. Some don't. That's fine. And I agree with that.
What I said was, I think there's a difference.
Okay, and I'm telling you, your thought is wrong.
Well, you just a minute ago you said it's not wrong or right. So now we're going back and forth.
No, your thought that you think women who wear weaves are all insecure, that's wrong.
Okay, that's fine.
That's all I'm saying.
I can concede on that. I'm just saying, from my perspective, when I look at somebody put on something that's not natural, that's not from them, it seems a bit insecure. That's my perspective. I'm not saying that. I mean, I'm not going to know 100%.
So like the way you line up your beard, is that insecurity? Just let it grow however it grows.
There's a dip.
What's the difference?
Okay,
you're not understanding the difference between.
I am. You're just not making sense.
You gotta let them talk. You gotta.
If
Courtney ain't feeling.
I'm under the impression that is this not to understand each other? For
no, I'm telling you. You asked a question. I thought you were asking. Maybe it was rhetorical. Okay.
The whole point that I'm making is, it's good for us to be more secure with ourselves.
Yeah, of course.
If you say wearing this hair makes you feel better, whatever it is, I'm not knocking that. I'm just asking the question at this point, because I'm conceding a little bit. If you wear something that's not natural to who you are, and it doesn't come from you, does that mean you don't like yourself or whatever that is you're trying to cover up with what you're doing?
And I'm telling you, not necessarily. Okay.
So why are you covering it up?
The same reason you line up your beard.
It's okay. So
how is that different? You're doing something to make something look different than it looks naturally.
The beard is natural. The beard is naturally grown from him. It's his. That's what I think he's trying to say.
That's
it. How is it different though?
To me, and this is just like I said, I think difference. Everybody had different perspectives. To me, it seems like a costume. Just being honest. To me, To me, it seems like a costume.
So, like, do you think
I'm
Courtney's
not-
hair is a costume?
Well, I'm not here to judge Courtney, and I'm not.
But you're here to judge just other random women that are nowhere to be found.
It's
Okay. All right. We have to get that after hours.
I mean, you're
Yeah,
not here to
get that
talk
after
about a specific person, but you're painting a picture of all.
We are in the public. He's just calling in and he's giving his opinion. He's entitled to do that.
Yeah,
I understand, JR.
Yeah, it's just my perspective, but
Mhm.
I do agree with you, Kay, on one of the points you were making about men being emotional. Men are emotional. I think a lot of brothers don't understand that emotions is not just crying. It's not just being soft or, it's how you express yourself. So a lot of brothers struggle with their emotions and not being able to control their emotions, and the way that they show it is anger. So you got a lot of guys out here got anger management issues, but they don't think they're emotional. Nah, bro, you emotional. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I can give it and take it, man. Kay, I mess with you. I listen to some of the stuff, the points you make.
Yeah, we're cool. I mean, I'm not.
You're a little aggressive, but it is what it is.
You're a little soft. It is what it is.
I'll be that. I'm cool.
Okay,
I'm
I'll
soft.
be that too.
I'm soft. I am soft.
Aggressive. Yeah.
Hi, Ken. We definitely appreciate you.
Hey man, y'all take it easy.
You too. Thanks for the support, man. Thanks for calling in, man.